I want to pick up another comment from Nicholas Bethel, who says farmers produced a higher percentage of our nation's food before Thatcher made land ownership a way to avoid inheritance tax. Hopefully, the change to the law will see more land used for food production rather than tax avoidance. Well, you don't change something for the better by penalising something else. You change something for the better by encouraging more of the good. The problem is that the inheritance tax on farms is not going to strike either the very wealthy and the very big farms, like for example Dyson. So Dyson's doing quite a good job. He's investing in ingenious solutions, but he's actually farming the land that he's got. The real problem are the factory farms like Avara that have bought up large areas of farmland and churning out uh, stuff without care. What is the real problem is the amount of food being pumped in from America, from other countries, which lacks the which lacks the care, which lacks the security that our own homegrown and formerly EU grown produce has got. We are opening the window to chaos, and at the same time, we're closing down the businesses that are the backbone of our country. Farming has defined our country. As you motor through Britain, whether in England, Ireland, Wales, or Scotland, you're motoring through a crisscross of farmland, and we are destroying that with a spiteful and an ill thought out and a knee jerked um, imposition of an inheritance tax, which is um, set up allegedly to attack the rich. It's not going to. As with the VAT on private schools, the people who are going to be the fall guy here are the struggling middle class who haven't got the advice of the large accountancy firms. They haven't got things in trusts and so on. The person to speak to here is Liz Webster, the person behind the tractor protest. She is extraordinarily well informed. She's a farmer herself. She knows what she's talking about, and uh, she knows exactly why this tax is wrong. And and I'm afraid Nicholas Bethel's comment, it well intentioned, and you're right. During the time before Thatcher, there was more there was more of our nation's food was produced by our farmers, but uh, because of the EU and because of the various EU grants, farmers have become more specialised, and the smaller family-owned farms, even they have become more specialised, so giving over much of their land to one single or two single crops, rather than the great range of farming that we saw up to the 1980s, that defined a lot of my childhood. Um, in addition, the sort of changes which were imposed by George Eustace at the beginning of the last government, that cut through the mobile labour which was coming in from Eastern Europe and had been doing so since before the EU started. Um, all of that sort of stuff has gradually chipped away at the opportunity to do good farming in Britain. Now we have to build that back rather than uh, attack farmers when they are at their weakest. Brexit was supposed to do farmers good, do fishermen good, or fishing people good, fishing families good. It's done neither. So these are industries which were hurt badly by ill-informed EU legislation, that were hurt badly by Brexit, and now being hurt again by this incoming thoughtless Labour Party that is imposing taxes with aggression and without any sort of lead-in. When you impose, when you do anything in farming, it's on a long-term basis. In the same way as when you do anything in schooling, it's on a long-term basis. So it makes no sense at all to be imposing taxes on a short-term basis. That is aggressive, and it is discriminatory. The only thing it does is to pander to the baying left, who are on some sort of culture war, which is very ugly. It's spiteful. It's vengeful. And it's the baying mob. There is nothing attractive about this at all. There is nothing that has been thought through. By destroying something which is good, you do not automatically bring everything else up to a level of competence. You're just inviting everything to fall. And our farms will collapse if we continue to attack them. As I say, it's not a binary thing. They were better off in Europe, they're not better off now. Europe was bad for farming, in a sort of general understanding of that. Europe did not do well, and our farms suffered under Europe. They were not nurtured, and Brexit has done farming badly. Brexit has hurt farmers badly, and post-Brexit continues to hurt farmers badly. We need to give farmers a break.